If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Roger Love here for Roger Love Speaks. Last segment I told you to fight, fight, fight. Well, this time we're going to talk about that risk, taking that risk, risking it all, being that risk taker. You see, the people you work for right now, they were risk takers. They took a risk when everybody told them they would defy the odds, that it wouldn't happen, that their dreams wouldn't come true. They took the risk and made it. But some of us were afraid of the term risk. You know, some of us feel like we got a good job, we're comfortable, we don't want to change anything, but in the back of our mind, we're saying we don't like the situation we're in. We don't like our job. We want to change it, but we're afraid. Why? You know, what's holding you back? Why do you need to be afraid? You know, the current situation you're in, you don't like it. Go risk and take a chance and do something else. You know what? It's better to have risk and fail than to not. Because guess what? If you don't risk it, you're going to sit there and you're going to think about it and say, man, I should have. Don't live in a woulda, coulda, and shoulda. I tell my children all the time, do not live your life in regrets. Go for broke. You got nothing to lose. All to gain, nothing to lose. Really, think about it. The situation you're in right now, are you going to gain anything? No. Are you gaining more money? No. Are you gaining any other position? No. You're sitting still right now. You got to put it in motion. You got to take that first step. See, sometimes it's like, you know, being on a cliff and you're on one of those hang glides. You know, you got to get that running start and you're coming to the edge of that mountain and it's just going to be nothing else there but a wide open canyon. Take flight. Don't be afraid. If you fail, so what? Sometimes you live to see another day and you learn. The best teacher out there experience. You experience something, you fail from it, you know how to go back and correct it so that you don't go about that again. But a lot of times we feel comfortable, we keep working for the risk taker. We wonder how our boss got to that position or the company we work for, how the owner got to that. They came from nothing. From at some point, you got to understand, you got to take risks. Think about it. You know, we're willing to go to a crap table and put all our money out there and risk it and bet. Let's think about roulette, for example. We're betting on a number that we're not guaranteed it's going to land on, but we're so confident that it's going to land on that number that we'll put all our money, put all our chips on it. Why aren't you putting all your chips in life? Think about it. There's nothing guaranteed. Me waking up the next day is not guaranteed. You waking up the next day is not guaranteed. I need you to take a risk. Be a risk taker. Take that first step. Accept the challenge. Know what it is that you want out of life. And if there's going to be some risk involved, don't worry about it. Trust in it. Have faith in it. Believe in it. If you really wholeheartedly believe that you can, you can. If you believe wholeheartedly that you can't, whether you say it out loud or not, you can. I tell my people that in sales all the time. If you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you cannot. It's simple. People, learn to take risks. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it in your life of being a risk taker. You've got to take chances. Stop holding back. Stop settling for less. The minute you sit there and you settle, you're going to get exactly what you got right there. The same results, nothing. And if you keep chipping away and you keep failing, you're going to eventually get progress because you're going to figure it out. And it's going to be the greatest accomplishment in the world. It's going to be the greatest feeling you've ever had when you take that risk and you finally succeed at what you want. I'm just telling you guys, you can do anything you want, but you got to be willing to risk it. Stop gambling on the lottery and taking those risks and spending that money, and it's not guaranteed you're going to win there. So why don't you take a risk on something better, like something you want out of life, like a job, like that business that you want, like that position you want to apply for, like that doctorate degree that you may be going for, or that master's degree, or your lower college degree. Young people, take the risk. Be risk takers. Let me tell you something about young people. They do take risks. They're doing things right now, and you know, a lot of them, you know, even like myself, some people say you're a risk taker by going in front of a camera and putting it viral all the time, that everybody can see it. Listen, I got nothing to lose. I'm from the west side of Chicago. It's like the 15th poorest community in the country. What do I have to lose? All I talked about is bettering myself. I didn't talk about the current situation or how poor we were. I talked about bettering myself. You need to do the same. Take a risk. You've got nothing to lose. Kids today, they got nothing to lose, and they're risk takers. They're going out there doing things. They're trying new things. They're being innovative. Even when people tell them that they can't, they're still doing it, and some of them are succeeding. What's your problem? It's never too late. Stop using the excuse, I'm too old, I don't have the money, I don't have the time. You do have the time. You think about the time when you're sitting idle at home watching TV, you have time, or you're doing absolutely nothing. People, I'm telling you, you have the time. You can do it in your life. Don't not risk it. Something's telling you that, but you have to go and risk it. Be a risk taker. When I left my first job as a teacher to go out and go on to do something different and change careers and sell cars, people told me, man, you are crazy. You know what? I doubled my income. I doubled my income. I probably tripled it now from teaching to selling, to put myself in a better position of doing things in my life and living a better life for my family. Because I was a risk taker. I wasn't afraid. I didn't care what people said that I wasn't going to do. All those naysayers motivated me. At some point, you got to find the motivation. Go out, be a risk taker, be great. There's greatness in you. It's a champion in you. There's a fighter in you. At some point, that's going to tell you to drive and keep going, and don't look back. Don't even look in the rearview mirror of your motor or your vehicle to your success. Go forward from this point forward. I'm Roger Love for another segment of Welcome to Wednesday. I'll see you in a week. I'm out.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then how